Okay, hello YouTube. I'm just doing a little documentary here on an Arduino project I'm working on. So here I have a seed relay shield. I could have just used regular relays, but this was actually on sale, so it was a lot cheaper to just get this and modify it a little bit. So over here I have an Arduino Uno with a seed Ethernet shield attached to it. I'm supplying 9 volts of or a 9 volt input source to it, the Cat5 connection, making it part of my network, and of course the USB cable so that we can look at the serial monitor over here and watch it. Anyway, so we got all that. So what does it do? So the point of this is making a smart power strip so that we can control a power strip over a network. I'm designing this specifically for a company that lets people play like retro video games at their site, but they want to limit them to how long they can actually play. So essentially, each of these connections you see here, the heavy duty looking ones, will be connected to a single outlet on a power strip. There's only 4 relays here, so 4 outlets will be smart, and then one of them will be a dumb socket that's able to just do basically just power like the TV or something that we don't want to turn off. So yeah, in any case, let me show you how the code works. So currently I've just written some Java code here real quick. Let me focus on the screen. Alright, so there you can see the broadcast address of my network. So the very first thing that this tool will do is when I start it, it will go out and it will broadcast a discovery header across the network. So as you can see, it's a very simple header. There's only 3 bytes to it. The first byte is the command we're trying to give the Arduino. The second byte is any flags that we might be sending it, and then the third byte is parameters. So in this case, currently we only have one parameter. We have the relay number. So in this case, since I'm not even using a relay when I'm doing the discovery packet, we'll just make it 0. Alright, so then further down we get the IP back from doing this discovery thing. So basically it means like if you have a whole bunch of these smart power strips going around your business or your home or whatever, doing this discovery message will have each of them report their IP addresses back to you. As I work more on this project, I'm going to have it also identify each of them by their MAC address, which will then be printed on the bottom of the power strip, so that when the person does this and all of them are identified, they'll actually be able to go look at the MAC address and say, okay, this is the one that's hooked up to this one, this is the one hooked up to this TV, and essentially assign it like an identifier. Alright, so then moving on, here's another message that we're sending. So this one is 201. So the 2 means that I want to activate one of my relays. I don't have any flags. I just put that there as a future proofing so that I can add features to this. And then of course the 1 indicates that I want to power on relay 1. And now this message is 301, indicating I want to disable a relay. And in this case, disable relay 1. So what I'm doing here in this test is I'm powering on a relay, sleeping for 10 seconds, and then powering off the same relay. And then I go down and I do the same thing with all 4 relays that are on the shield itself, as you can see. So then over here you see I have a set of LEDs. Those are just there as an indicator to show that each one is being turned on and then off. You'll also hear a very audible click on the relay as it flicks on and off. So without further ado, let's kick this off. Now you'll also end up seeing output over here. I'm not going to pop over there to show you. Well, maybe I will. So anyway, without further ado, let's start. So I'm going to start by focusing on this. Alright, you heard the click. So that indicates that that relay came on. Let's look over here. As you can see, it activated pin 4. Now it just deactivated it and activated pin 5, which you can see here, and you could also hear the click. Alright, now it's doing relay 3. In this case it's pin 6, because that's the pin of the Arduino it's using. Alright, and then finally, there it is, it just turned on relay 4. There we go. So yes, ultimately what this will do, I will write a small library around the Java code I have written here, and then from there that code will then be used by a web service, which will then allow the user to just run a simple web server in their at their company or what have you, that they could actually reach from home if they so wanted to, and then they would be able to power on and power off the sockets on any one of their power strips that they have at their establishment. And more importantly, that means you could tie it to a database that would allow us to keep track of like each user's time that they have available to them and automatically deduct from it, and of course shut off the system when their time runs out. All kinds of useful applications. But anyway, you know, your imagination's the limit on that. Anyway, concluding this video, still got a lot more work to do, but finally have that stupid relay shield modified the way I want it. So I will post again soon with updates.